Okay, hi Dave. I'm going to share the screen now, and this is what we'll, uh, let's see, let me get to this. All right, the PowerPoint. So this is what the first slide will look like, where you kind of talk generally about the drill that I'm holding in my hand is much like the one in here, and this is equipment that we found in the basement. And then we're going to go and you're going to go back to Hezi Ray and talk about how as far back as the 3000 BC there was dentistry. And then you're going to go up to George Washington and make sure people know he didn't have wooden teeth, which I didn't know. All right, then moving ahead to 1895-96 when Röntgen invents the X-ray. That's about the time that Frank Hinchman comes to Three Oaks. We don't know a whole lot about him, but we know that he was in the Odd Fellows Lodge. All right, and then we're going to move ahead to the 1960 approval of fluoride as a dental treatment. And we have that, and then we'll move ahead to this and the ad. And you'll need to make sure.
Hey, I almost got a bullseye. Let's see if he's that.
As you can hear, you can hear me while this is on, so you will need to remain silent during this ad or you'll be interrupting
Then
it.
we were on opposite sides.
I'm going to move forward anyway, so we're going to go back to Hinchman and do that, and then we move ahead to Mackenzie, coming to Three Oaks and practicing there, and then the building at 103 North Elm, a couple of different shots. And we talk about how that was built in 1935 and it was designed by the Ritter Dental Manufacturing Company, which also sold him equipment that was the state of the art at the time. And there's Dr. McKenzie again on the article that says this building is so fancy, it's got an up-to-date heating plant. And then we move ahead to Dr. Lester Knight and the shots of him. And we talk about his practice, and then he hands it over to Deborah. And that was in what, 1979, I think you said. And then she's still running it with Paul. And yes, there is a relationship, right? And so from Hinchman to the Mannias, a lot of progress has been made. And let's go back to that dental drill I showed you. The first dental drills were spinning jennies, powered, and they were only 100 to 125 RPM, kind of slow, which means more pain. But then in the 1870s, the first electric drills were invented, and they could go much faster, about 8 times faster. And then if you move ahead to the 1935 era, the 1900s, you have drills that can go about twice as fast as that, 1500 RPM. And then moving ahead to the present day, we have high-speed dental drills, and they can go much faster, 5500 RPM. And how can they do that? How can they achieve that kind of speed? Well, think of the jet engine. This engine heats by heating up fuel, and then that spins the turbine blades. Well, much the same principle. This is what a dental drill turbine looks like, tiny as you can see, but with the same blades, and they get spun around by compressed air, and that's why it can go so fast. And we'll change in the middle of it to get even tighter on that. And then here's the present state of the art coming soon to a dental chair near you when it comes down in price from 135,000 bucks that it currently is. And this can take things out more or less painlessly and is a big advance as well. And so you can see from the olden days to now, we've come a long way, baby. And thank you very much. That's the presentation. And then we'll stop the share and yeah. Escape, stop share, and you're back to it. So I'm going to send this recording to you.